Here we are after the runs, episode 2, episode 1, but like 2. So today we're gonna chat Prem Ball. We're gonna chat about world class status. We'll also be talking about. Did I say World Cup already?
No, you didn't. But World Cup predictions.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna definitely feature a segment regarding Vini Jr. and just a wider issue of racism in football.
I think we'll also touch on our Mount Rushmore for Toronto FC grades, as MLS started this weekend. And then lastly, we're going to bring some takes to you about some influential people that we think are in soccer and might not getting the exactly. So we're going to give them their applauds. I think where we're going to kick it off just to start with is with, what do you want to start off with, bro? I'll give it over to you.
It's a tough one, putting me on the spot.
Wait. I have to say something. So he brought up the Liverpool kit first episode. You know what I'm trying to say? Well, I brought up the real kit today.
Real kit. You hear this guy, bro? Move from here.
Champions League. Like little
The patch is tough though. I can't lie. You got that in England?
Straight from Manchester.
Oh my bad.
Straight from Manchester, innit?
Can't lie. That's
Straight from Manchester.
You came kidded today.
I look like a UK man.
Real Scully,
Well, that's the fit. Like I said, let me put on today. I'm outside the shell now. Outside the shell. Outside the show.
So we can start off with our early World Cup predictions.
Yeah, let's start
because we touched a little bit on that the last episode, but it wasn't really sufficient. You know what I'm saying?
So I think also, guys, we got cut out
footage,
so we're not sure where we stand.
So
we're just gonna run it back. Run it back again. So, bro, I'll let you start, man.
Oof. All right. So, I'm gonna go with World Cup winner. I'm going to go with dark horse, and I'm going to go with a team that I think will disappoint that a lot of people have.
So give us all three.
All three. My winner, something's telling me that Portugal is going to win.
That's not a bad shout, man.
Maybe the fact I'm a Ronaldo fan, but even besides that, I just think their team is very, very quality in the right areas. They have good fullbacks. Cantelo's back in the fold as well. Good fullbacks.
Baller.
Center back, solid. Midfield, really good. Really balanced as well.
They have a great team.
Jean Neves.
Why are you saying with the accent like that?
That's how you're supposed to say it, bro.
Because you grew up with your Portuguese friends. You think you can use that accent?
This guy, bro.
Neige.
That's how you're supposed to say it, fam.
What?
And then obviously, you have the attack. Rafael Leao is there. Kosensao on the wing.
Yo, but Leao, because remember, guys, I had a take last year that I thought Leao was better than Rashford.
He's not.
I take that back. I take that back. I do take that back.
Yeah, and then obviously you have a player, although he's older, he's still very decisive in the box. Get him some service, he'll score some goals. It's the last World Cup. Last chance to really, really solidify that international GOAT status for Portugal.
You proved all your points on why you think why you think Portugal is gonna win.
Yeah.
So who's your dark horse?
My dark horse is Senegal. A lot of people, they don't really know, but Senegal's team, from top to bottom, is quality.
I just think, I think this. I trust Senegal to go far, but there's still a lack of focus. Why are you laughing?
Can you elaborate for the viewers here?
Viewership. I have a couple of views when it comes to soccer that people, I don't know. Okay, so first off, I think AFCON ball is really underrated, to be honest. But my takes are this: only when it comes to black center backs, two of them, it has to be a perfect pairing.
I hear you. I agree.
To focus for 90.
It's tough.
With a black keeper? That's a triangle, bro.
It's tough, fam. It's tough. It is a little bit tough. He's not lying, though. I will give him that. I understand where he's coming from. It sounds crazy, face value, but I understand where you're coming from.
Mans are probably going to say France. But in history, the three... Okay, I'm just going to stop talking. Okay, continue. Go. We're getting into the topic. Go.
I hear you. Nah, but I do have Senegal as my dark horse. Even they're in a tough group. They have France and Norway, and then I think one of the other European playoff qualifiers. But they're a quality side. Players playing in high top European leagues from top to bottom.
Okay.
Sadio Mane, clutch player, big game player, so you don't really have to worry about him going into a knockout stage. Organized, and they have some really good young players as well. They have Habib Diarra, Elemen Ndiaye.
No, their team's disgusting.
Malik Diouf, fullback. They have a lot of good players, so I think that they could make a run, dependent on if they get out the group.
You know what's crazy? I think when you go to church and you see your family, you're gonna hear it. Like you're bigging up Senegal.
I know.
Ghana
could do a 1-2, fam. They have a team. We have a team.
Come on, Tuesday.
Ghana could do a 1-2. I can't lie. Their team's not bad. Their group's not bad either. Panama, Croatia, England.
I don't know if
they can get out the group.
They'll
get out the group. I would be shocked.
Okay, and then who underperforms?
A team that I don't think's not gonna. I don't see Belgium doing anything.
Okay, that's fair. All three of your takes are fair.
Yeah, I don't see
all three.
So what would you say are your three?
My favorite to win the World Cup is England. I think it's gonna come home. Like I honestly think when you look at England's team, they have everything this time to win. And the only thing that's different is I think they have a coach that can take them over the line.
Good tournament
and
coach.
I was about to say he's a proven tournament coach. To me, I think if you look at this England team, I think backline solid.
They're good in every area.
Solid.
They're actually very complete.
Like your forwards solid.
I know your boy Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers has to make this a fam. Let me tell you about Morgan Rogers. You know, I watch Villa football because of Morgan. Like he needs a move. He needs to move this year. If I'm United, I'm buying Morgan. But I don't know because Sancho ruined it for the light skins at United.
I know. He made it a little bit tougher. You know, they gotta do the due diligence now. All the character assessments, the checks, all of that.
Okay, so I have.
So England as your winners.
Yes.
Who do you have as a team surprising people in a good way?
Surprising people in a good way. Man, Canada.
For sure.
Canada. I want to say Canada. Yeah, I'm rocking with Canada.
Yeah.
Rocking with Canada. I was going to say Croatia, but
Croatia usually does well.
They usually do well, but I'm going to say Canada. I'm going to say Canada.
That's
I like
a very,
that.
very good shout, actually.
Yeah.
Any reasons why, or?
I just think, man, like the team that we have, healthy. A team that we have that is healthy. I think we could surprise a lot of nations. And I think, man, the game has changed. Like,
it has.
I think the speed that we have,
it can hurt a lot.
It can hurt a lot of teams. And I think we have experience now in Europe. Like we have people who play UCL Knights. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's true.
So it's like pressure shouldn't be a thing.
It shouldn't, ideally. You think so?
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
But it won't be as much of a factor as previous.
Fam, after your first touch, your first tackle, you should be fine.
You gotta do a couple lean back passes, you know?
Lean back
passes, you should be good.
Yeah, fam. So I think, Canada.
That's a good shout.
And then underperformer, I'm going to say this is going to be weird because, guys, I watch a lot of CONCACAF football. Mexico.
Yeah, I don't see Mexico doing too well either. Not a fan.
Yeah, I love Liga MX. I love Liga MX.
That's your league.
I love watching Liga MX.
That's your type of football.
But I just don't see Mexico doing good.
I don't see them doing
I think
well
soccer is it's weird over there.
Yeah,
it's like a weird time.
It's different.
You know what's crazy? A crazy take before we move forward. It's gonna tie to the World Cup. So Italy, an Italian league. Listen. Italy won the Euro. Right?
Yeah, they won the last edition of it, or before Spain. They won 2020.
Okay, so in 2020, what if I say I think that Euro, them winning the Euro, was the worst thing that happened to them, to the Italian Serie A?
Why do you say that,
fam? I think sometimes when you win, winning's great,
it
masks the real problem.
Yeah, it's true.
Think about it. They thought they were on the top of Europe, but we all knew that they weren't the best team.
They've only qualified for one World Cup since 2010.
Bro, we all knew that team that won. When they're on Market Lane, we all knew at the end of the day that wasn't the best team in the tournament. Sure. They won, so you give them the benefits and the flowers where it's due.
Well, that's what tournament football is usually, right?
But I think it masked a lot of problems in Serie A. And I think Serie A, it's crazy because youth-wise, there's talent in Italy, but They're all playing in Serie C.
This is the problem.
And Serie B.
The best youth players don't play in Serie A. They don't give them the platform. One. Number two, the infrastructure of the league is bad. You look at the stadiums; they're worn down. There's very few modern stadiums.
But it's tough though. It's tough though. Like you can't. That's tough. Like I get what you're saying, but it's still part of the culture. Like
TV deals, tough. And like it's tough, right? And these are all things that factor into the development of the league. When Serie A was at its strongest, like from the 80s to the 2000s, they had the most finances.
Okay, but they have the kids though.
They do.
I can't lie. Like their kids are probably the toughest kids.
I saw French Montana was doing the Juventus little warm up. So anything for them to get some revenue going.
They're at that point.
Yeah, anything to get some revenue going, we support. But yeah, Italian football has been on a sharp decline for a long time.
It's sad to see though.
Even the defenders, they're not even producing that good of a crop of defenders anymore.
Because but once again though, and this is so crazy, and this is why our talks are so sick. Soccer's changed. So I'm saying this to say the Serie A game is everything's in front of you.
Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of running.
It's not. It's like chess.
It's chess.
It's
chess. It's the most tactical league, I would say.
But soccer has now turned into checkers.
A chess game.
It's turned into checkers.
It could be checkers.
Like it is a chess game, but I think it's a lot quicker.
It is. It's
so
faster.
What I'm trying to say now is like I'm not comparing the two leagues, but this is gonna sound crazy. Take a young defender from MLS.
Yeah.
And put them in the Prem. Mm-hmm. Take a young defender in Italy and put them in the Prem. I think the defender from the MLS does better. And I'm going to use an example. Miles Robinson.
I think the American defender has transferable features to the English game. MLS is pretty quick paced.
I think, but that's what I'm saying though. I think MLS, when you look at the defenders,
aggressive.
Fam, the defenders in MLS, they're dealing with top talent.
Top players.
Like
the DPs are the attackers. The best players are the attackers.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The distribution is, yes, it's a more very attacking league. So I do agree actually in terms of the suitability for Europe. Even look at like a guy like Chris Richards. I know he was at Bayern, but he started off at FC Dallas, right? So he was able to translate there quickly.
Even the way my boy K Mills dealt with Modric.
Yeah, you know, Mill, he did his thing against Ecuador too, you know? Yeah.
That's his type of football though.
Yeah, a little trenchy.
Derek Cornelius.
For sure.
Another one.
For sure. Even the actual American defenders, guys like Tim Ream, who were able to have a successful career over there.
Robinson's like the best left back in the Prem.
Very good. Very quality player. So I do agree that
but
American
Robinson's
defenders,
not MLS though.
He's not.
So that wouldn't count.
But in general, I feel as though the skills are transferable. Even back then, look at a guy like Jeff Cameron at Stoke.
Yeah.
He was able to have a long Premier League career.
Don't even talk about DeMarcus.
Beasley?
DeMarcus was a
Beasley
hooper.
was a baller. He was a baller.
DeMarcus was a hooper.
Both-footed fullback. He was a baller.
When I first watched DeMarcus, fam, I fell in love with the game.
Yeah, that's your guy, DeMarcus?
One of them, him and Micah Richards.
Richards is a baller, though.
That's my guy. So, next topic, because we are on a ramble, which is good, because this is why we made the pod. Let's talk about, like, world class. Like,
I know this is a topic that's really
I think where we're gonna like start with is like your Portugal team. There's an individual.
Not my Portugal team. Just say Portugal, bro.
Fam, you're rooting for them and you're speaking all Portuguese. What did you say? Bruno Fernandes. Bro. You came with that accent. Like, tomorrow you're going to be eating natage and have espresso, bro.
I don't even know what natage is, bro.
Okay.
Espresso. Nah, it's not for me, though. But back to what you were saying.
So my take is this, like, guys, we fight about this all the time. And I really want your view, like you guys in the comments to kind of discuss this. I honestly think like Bruno Fernandes is class. But it's very hard for me to give him the world class status. Reason being, is I don't think he can be the best midfielder in your team and bring you over the line. And what I mean by over the line is win you a trophy, whether that be internationally or the Prem.
Interesting. Here's what I will say to that. It's a very fair assessment to make, but I try not to basketballify soccer.
Here we go.
I try not to make it
Here we go.
dependent on one player because it's a team of 11 players.
But I said best midfielder.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like the trophies he's won, like they're not to the sufficient level, I would say, that people would really relate to a world-class player. But
I know his stats.
Relative to United, like he's pretty instrumental in the few trophies that they've won, right?
But like
He was Portugal's best player at the last World Cup too.
okay, bro, but the thing is this, like you're talking about United like it's like the old United. Like I understand they have that pedigree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not good though.
But it's like when I'm talking about Gareth Barry for my Manchester City team back in like 08. Like he was class.
Yeah, but there's no comparison between Gareth Barry and Bruno Fernandes.
No, I get that. But what I'm trying to say is our club was so bad or wasn't as good. So we looked at players from a different eye. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Gareth Barry could not be your best player in the mid and you're winning something.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. But when you're talking about Bruno, let's look at attacking midfielders in the past 5 to 6 years. You can probably name on hand who would you say is better than him?
Kevin De Bruyne is better than him.
Okay, he's probably the best player.
Vitinho's better than him.
Is Vitinha better than him?
I think so. I'm taking him over. I'm taking him.
Well, recently he just got better than him. Maybe a year
Recently,
ago.
I'm taking him.
Okay, so who else? And Vitinha is not really an attacking midfielder, right? He's more.
I'm taking Pedri over him.
Another player who's not an attacking midfielder.
Okay. But like, okay, if you're saying attacking mid,
that's what he is, right?
no, 100%. But maybe you have an argument there. But what I'm trying to say though is that there's very few world-class players in today's game.
I get
So
you.
maybe I'm changing the argument you're saying.
That's why I'm confused because I understand there's very few world class, but I'm in agreement with you there. We are not on a different wavelength regarding that. Definitely, the level of a world class player is significantly lower than in previous eras. But I'm struggling to understand based on what you would pass as a world class player, like why Bruno doesn't fit that bill. Like it's hard for me.
Bruno doesn't fit the bill because he can't be the best player in your mid and take you over the line.
But you can say that. Well, like I said, it's not basketball, fam. It's not basketball.
No, I understand it's not.
So replace Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne is better. Replace the two. Is City not gonna win silverware?
Fam, we might win silverware.
No.
We might.
Hear this guy.
Fam, I don't know.
You don't know?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Fair enough. For me personally, I don't even like Bruno. In all honesty, I actually don't even like the man, but I just can't deny his sheer production. And this is the problem sometimes it feels on the modern game. Like we're very picky and choosy with certain players regarding production and what they bring to the table. Certain players they produce, they're world class. Certain players we don't like what they produce, it's a little bit of an issue. So being said,
fam, I just think the world class title is given too easy nowadays.
I agree.
Like for instance, another take, which I think got cut the last episode. I'm taking prime Raheem Sterling over Vini Jr.
I think I will take him too. Here's what I will say though. Viewers, just as raw and easy. I know you're gonna hear that. You're gonna be like, "Oh, he's wildin'." Now, overall, yes, I will take Sterling based on his numbers, chance creation, production. But regarding maybe games of higher stakes, so knockout games, things of that nature, then I will take Vini. But the difference is a season is longer than knockout games, right? It's a full compiled body of work. So looking at Sterling's body of work from about 2017, 2022, prime years, Vini's body of work from 2021 to now, I will take prime Sterling too. That's not to say Vini's not a guy, though. To be honest,
No, Vini is a guy.
he's
Like,
a guy,
he's
but
a guy.
even internationally, he's terrible for Brazil. And as bad as Brazil is now, he's still not doing enough for me. At least I saw Sterling be the best player at an international tournament for England. At Euro 2020, he was their best player. It wasn't Harry Kane. It was Sterling. Just in case you guys forgot.
Just give him the facts.
I'll take Sterling over Vini.
I'm happy you got the run out. You know,
Feyenoord, you see him,
He was locked up. You know, let him out.
That $300K a week will do it for you, eh? I would have stayed too. They're trying to exile me from the squad.
That's another topic we need to discuss. Because these clubs want to play. They want to pay players big money and then expect them to move. If I'm Sancho, bro,
where am I? I'm chilling.
Take my check.
I didn't tell you guys to give me 350K per week. That's your job. I earned it, to be honest. I won't even say it's your job. I earned it. You thought based on my value, what I provided, I was worth that. But now you want me to take a pay cut to leave. I'm not going to do that. I always side with the player over the club, by the way. I believe in player power.
You have to.
Because a club will drop a player like this. They'll release a player like this. They'll force out a player like this. Have him go change with the U18s, the U21s. But when it's time for pay cut time, it's no one is bigger than the club. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Always siding with the player.
All right, let's move on. Prem title race. You know, I was wrong. I was wrong. Because I said Spurs was going to do me a favor.
I said so too.
But
just because I was
Who would have
hating.
thought Wolverhampton? Who would have thought Wolverhampton? We're going to win the league, though. City's going to win the league, bro. I'm not even worried at this point, to be honest.
Fam, I'm still a little worried for you guys, eh? And it's not because Arsenal is that good.
Why?
It's just City's just not as good as previously.
Fam, like I told you last episode, bro. You guys are just looking at it as we don't dominate games.
I hear you.
Arsenal, when they come to the Etihad,
I have a nasty low block waiting for you guys, fam. Are you guys ready for that?
fam, I told the difference between us then and now is we have spice, we have seasoning. We got some black players in our team who are gonna push back that line.
Look a bit of pepper. You have some pepper now, for sure.
You get me?
For sure. You don't just play in front of you now. You have some space in behind.
Yeah, fam.
Semenyo's a baller. He's actually one of the, I'll put him in the gunman tier list. Semenyo. He can strike both feet.
I can't lie,
finisher.
bro. I can't lie, bro. When he tucks into the pocket, it makes me laugh. Because,
that's not his game. That's not his game.
We see a Rasta man in the pocket. This is tough, you know?
It's not his game. But to be fair, what I will say is City, those were key moves in January. You strengthened at the right time. You got yourself a good quality center back, good quality wide player. I feel as though if they got Semenyo before mid-January, I think they would have got an extra few points and you guys would be first.
But we don't need those. If we win every game now, we win the league. It's in our control.
It's a big if. If Arsenal wins every game too, right? They win.
Fair. That's a fair way to think about it. That's very fair.
Big if, fam. So we'll see. I'm hoping Arsenal loses, just simply because I can't have one of the traditional big clubs win or silverware like that. I'd rather City win than Arsenal, 100%.
Why do people hate Gunner fans?
They just overrate their players too much. And I feel as though they were used to being bad for an extended period of time. So now that they're good, they just want to put their players in debates they don't belong in. I'm hearing talks about Declan Rice being on par with Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm hearing players like Gabriel and William Saliba being compared to Virgil. They've done too much.
Yeah.
For you guys with 0-0 trophies on your resume to compare these players.
You know who I think is so weak? I think Gabriel Jesus is so weak. I think that guy is so weak.
You respect him as a former City player.
When he left our club, he started winning some major trophies.
Fam, respect him. He scored your 100th goal for the 100th point, Centurion point.
He's not a real gunman.
He's not.
He's a fake gunman. He doesn't even have a pistol.
He's not. No pistol.
No pistol.
No pistol.
No pistol.
It's water gun.
Water gun.
Water gun. No pistol, eh? Fam, what I will say about Gabriel, he's a good player, Gabriel Jesus. He's just not. That is someone under the lead player. He cannot lead you to a title because Arsenal brought him originally to be the lead striker.
Fam, I just think his PR is nice. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's you thought he was the second coming of Ronaldo.
Fam, you know Brazilian players, they get amps too. There's a little bit of a we're gonna even speak on the taxes of certain players
the
coming
tax
up.
brackets?
Yeah.
Yo, you guys don't want to know what the tax brackets.
Gabriel Jesus, fam, I can't lie to you though. His first half season at Arsenal, I'm like, okay, this guy's a guy. when Arsenal actually played good attacking football, the 22-23 season, where they still bottled it, but they played good football. They played good football overall. I was thinking he was the guy, but the injuries too and everything's just caught up to him.
But the thing is, though, these players start playing from when they're 15, 14 pro soccer, so their bodies just break down. Their bodies just break down.
And that's another thing. There's too many games, fam. Too many tournaments, too many competitions. And
so wait. So they get a little like preview. So where's Brazilian tax bracket in the tax brackets? So what's the most overrated tax bracket?
To me personally, or just what do I?
Well, you tell me. I know it's obvious.
It's English.
Yeah, English tax. Right?
You can go. I like Cole Palmer. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good player, but you can go 6 months to a year without scoring, without assisting. You score a hat trick, penalties, and then suddenly you're one of the best players in the league.
Okay, what's second to English tax?
Second, I think I would go with Brazilian tax.
Brazilian tax, yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
You start playing from such an early age, the spotlight is on you. You're playing senior football 15, 16, and the league is good. I can't say the league is not good.
It's tough.
You're playing high quality from youth, from a very, 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 very formative age. So once you get to a certain point, you just start getting hyped, and your passport is worth more than your performance.
I feel like your tax is like blessed until the age of like 22, 23. But then you got to realize at like 25, 26, your body's breaking down on you. So the tax might drop.
It might drop.
But then that's when you just you just go to the MLS, become a DP.
MLS. Even a little Saudi league now, you know? You can do a Saudi league now, for sure.
So those are the leading two tax brackets. What are like low tax brackets? Low. Like you could get for discount.
Oh, discounted price? Bargain price? Most African countries.
I think Asian tax is worse than...
Yeah, it's up there. Asian tax is up there.
Asian tax is worse.
Look at a player like Heung-min Son. Look at a player like Son. Son, with his resume, obviously the silverware is not at the bracket, but just his performances overall. Like, if Son was from Croatia, they'd be saying he's one of the best players in the world. But the fact he's from South Korea, no one ever really wanted to put him in that bracket. When in his prime, he was up there with the very best.
I agree.
Right? So... I definitely think Asian tax.
I think Asian's worse than African tax.
For sure, because we have an export of ballers now. So it's like...
So you guys have product.
We do.
But what's crazy though, I think Canadian tax gets demolished by US tax.
There's US tax too.
US tax? Yeah, sorry.
CONCACAF tax. Yeah. Mexico and US are still leading. But Mexico, it's different because they don't even prefer to sell their players. They don't prefer to outsource.
But if I'm Mexican, I'm just gonna stay up. I'm staying at home.
Millions.
I'm getting the same I'd be getting in Europe.
It's true. US tax is big too.
US has a big tax.
It is because there's certain players that I don't think they're good at all, but they were able to go to Europe at an early age.
Yeah.
And they were able to carve out a good career for themselves. And even if you don't carve out a good career for yourself, if you don't go overseas and succeed, there's always a spot for you in the MLS, and you'll get good salary. You'll play on a very good team. The team, if you're an attacker, the team most likely will be built around you. If you're a defender, the back line will be built around you, you know? So it doesn't really affect your performance how good you do in certain areas. And even if you don't live up to the potential you had, you can just be an MLS for lifer. And that's consistent salary. That's consistent.
That's still blessed.
Yeah.
So let's change the topic. United. You think they should keep Carrick as their coach, or will you be entering the market if you were the owners of United? We know like their ownership already has a problem. We know they're not leaded by the right groups. But in the ideal world,
I actually watched the game today.
I didn't watch it.
I watched a little bit of the second half. I was impressed with what I saw from them.
Let me guess. Low block or mid block? I'm just guessing mid block without the ball. Counter.
That is how they scored their goal off a counter.
Yeah. United's better without the ball. I've been telling people this.
Yeah, you can say that. That's usually like the United DNA, you know, fast counter-attacking players.
But United doesn't think that. They want to play Fergie ball.
Well, they don't have the players, right?
They play like champagne football. Like,
you just allow them. Just allow them. Just allow them. You see the City fans? They just want to hype up now. Just allow them. But it depends. It depends because there's gonna be a good carousel of managers available in the summertime. Alonso's available in the summertime. Luis Enrique might be available in the summertime.
Yeah, but the thing with that is if you bring in a new manager, you're gonna have to spend more bread.
I think they're gonna have to regardless. I think.
But Carrick's doing a great job with the players he has.
For sure. But
So
this is the ceiling of the club. Like right now. Where are they? Fourth? They're fourth. Fourth is the highest with this current team, which is good. Because I didn't consider them.
They can't jump over Villa?
Their team's not much better than Villa, right? And Unai Emery, I would say, is a better manager than Michael Carrick.
No, I agree.
So
I agree.
They're doing well. Now, if you give Carrick the job, I'm not gonna say there's any it's all drawbacks, no positives. There's definitely positives. Former United player, he understands the dressing room. He's
I can't lie. They have a couple ballers on that team.
They do.
Like, Harry Maguire's a baller.
Yeah, I've been saying that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because when I told you he was sick, you were rating him.
No, I took it in.
He's just a little slow. That's it. He's just a little slow. He just doesn't have too much faith.
The chant's tough. Harry Maguire, he drinks the vodka, he drinks the Yaga, his head's fucking massive.
Why? But you know?
Oh, pause.
Why?
Cut.
Why? But as I was saying though, back to United, back to Carrick, it wouldn't be the worst appointment. I can't really factor in his history in the championship because there's been plenty of coaches who haven't done well in the championship or lower end of the Premiership who have done well at bigger clubs. He seems to understand.
I think they should appoint him personally. That's my view.
It depends, right? It depends. If they do their interviews during the summer and they find that the candidates that are in the running aren't suitable enough, then I would appoint him.
I just think everybody that came to United has tried to basically put themselves into United's DNA without understanding United.
It's true.
Carrick understands
it.
United.
That's probably the only or one of the main benefits that would occur for him to be the United manager. Just the fact that he was a big player for the club. The players respect him because they know he was a baller. And he understands what it means to be a United player and a coach. He's been an assistant there for a long time. Yeah. Right? So the trouble is though, when you have an interim coach, it's house money.
Yes, there's no.
He couldn't be any worse than Ruben Amorim. This guy couldn't win back-to-back games for a year, right? So he couldn't be much worse. But when now you're the main coach, your philosophy is at the forefront every week. You're game planning for different teams every week. There's going to be a lot more low blocks next season. It's going to be a lot more teams getting at United. So how will you respond to that?
But fam, at the end of the day, Carrick's not going to try to tippy-top. He doesn't care to tippy-top.
I hear you.
You say, yo, you're have the ball.
I hear you, the freedom?
Bro, he doesn't care about tippy-top, bro.
I hear you. It's tough for me. Like, I understand why they would hire him, but for me personally, like, let's just to say hypothetically speaking,
you know why you're thinking like this? You know why you're thinking like this? Because you want Slot out.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. 1 year he's overachieved. The next year he's massively underachieved. So it's level. It's 50-50.
I hear you still.
So with that being said, the Carrick situation, I understand if they hire him, but I also understand if they were looking for more experienced candidates because I think the managerial options available this summer will be quite good. Look, even if, Liverpool gets to firing that guy, like maybe United should look at him or Tottenham, they need another coach as well. Speaking of Spurs, they're a poor team.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They might get relegated, fam.
I don't think they will, but yeah.
Fam, I think they will,
I don't think they will.
Fam, I think they will, That's my crazy take for today. I think Spurs may get relegated. And look at I'm looking at their fixture list, man. They got to go face Chelsea. They got to face Villa. Still have to face Liverpool.
I don't think they will.
Why? Is Tottenham a big club for them to not be relegated? I don't think so.
I think like their stadium just means too much to the Prem. Like,
so money, revenue.
Fam, there's always
It's true, financial.
Yeah, fam.
It's true. They're actually the 12th most profitable club in the world.
Yeah, bro. And don't forget who backs those guys. They're not dropping. They're not dropping, fam.
To be fair to Spurs, I do feel it for them a bit because the last couple of years, they've been ravaged with injuries. Fam, they had 11 first-team players out against Arsenal. Key players. And their captain wants to leave too. He's just having bozo moment after bozo moment this season, Romero. But it's looking grim for them. I can't lie. I didn't really think it was gonna happen, but I looked at their fixture list. I'm like, it could get spooky. There are a lot of hard games in there, and there's nothing to suggest that they'll win those games. No, for sure. They're not a team that plays with any grit, any fight.
Yeah.
No backbone. That's a team. That's the least equipped team for a relegation battle.
When you're thinking about this, when you're thinking about UCL, who do you have as your favorite to win it all?
I got cut off last week, but it's crazy how I don't even believe in this coach. But the way teams play in Europe, I think Liverpool has a very big chance of winning, fam. Just based off of the way that teams play in Europe. The low blocks, or no, the opposite of the low blocks, there's not much emphasis on throw-ins, on set pieces, because we already know we can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So when teams play a little bit open, we have a chance. We can go toe-to-toe. We have a chance, fam. We have a chance, especially with Isak coming back by April. Let's just see if we're back with the knockouts. We're still there by April-ish times, fam.
I don't think. Stop.
But I will say the favorites currently, I don't even think there's actually favorites.
I go Munich. Munich.
Yeah.
I go Munich. They have a bad boy on the left, Lucho. Lucho Diaz.
Yeah, Lucho's a guy.
Luchito.
Their team is good, though. Overall, I would say they are probably the most balanced of the best teams.
Bro, their team's disgusting.
In terms of the
Team's
balance,
disgusting.
backline, good. Midfield, consistent profiles in the midfield. Attack.
That's the
they
gap.
have bodies.
That's the gaffer I want at my club. After my gaffer
Pep?
leaves.
See if he leaves, fam. Hopefully he can deliver you guys another title. But Munich is a good shout, though. Barcelona, I was rocking with them prior, but that line's too high, fam. They'll get mashed up.
Yeah, fam. That's like one of the ones where you go to the barber and they give you a lineup and you're never going back.
You're not going back.
You're
Just
not
one
going
time, one time, fam. You may push the hairline a little bit, you know? But Barcelona, they're just too open. And their manager, I rate Hansi, but he doesn't seem to want to just be a little bit more pragmatic and just, close the line a little bit. So it'll be tough for them. Real Madrid, I can't discount Real Madrid either, but
yeah, they're like just one of those teams like you can't.
I can't even predict because they can easily just go on a crazy, crazy run.
Nah, for sure.
What about City?
I think we could win the Champions League, but to be honest, like I'm not confident. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Like I'm more confident that we can win the Prem than the Champions League. So that's kind of where my focus aligns, and I want my manager to leave. And I know he's not going to leave until he wins a championship. So I have to pick one. I'm picking the Prem so he can leave.
Prem? Thinks he'll bow out on his terms if he wins the Prem?
Yes.
What if he were to win the Champions League?
I told you, he's already my greatest manager ever. I think he's the greatest manager in the world to ever brace soccer.
I don't, but I do respect that opinion. But City could win the Champions League too as well because...
even our injury list.
Yeah,
players
it's
coming
tough.
back.
Stuff. You have some key players.
Fam, it's just our lineups. Like week to week, like it makes me like I don't want to talk about.
Like, Champions League is hard to predict because there's just so many variables, fam. Like you can be a good team, you can get mixed up with a matchup that's not favorable for you.
Yeah.
In the round of 16, it's just not favorable.
Yeah.
Not even the fact that you're not good.
Yeah.
It's just that you face a team that's in form at the right time. That's how PSG won last year. I wouldn't say they were the best team overall the whole season.
Are you sure?
No, they weren't. Because from September to January, they were struggling. But by the time the knockouts of the Champions League was there, everyone was in form. They hit top form.
I don't know. When I saw PSG play, I just thought I was watching the best team in the
Top
world.
form.
Anytime I watched them.
So it's it's so dependent on the draw you get and what team you face at the time of their season. Like, look at a team like Bodo Glimt. They're shot. But fam, they're in preseason. Everyone's fresh.
Yeah.
There's no wear and tear.
Yeah.
Norwegian league starts in like March, April.
Yeah.
There's no wear and tear. So they're able to game plan for good opposition who are 5-6 months into their season.
No, I hear you.
They're just playing ball. So there's so many variables that go into a team winning the Champions League. So it's tough to predict. I think it's even tougher to predict than a World Cup in all honesty because the quality of teams on the top end is as high too, fam. Yeah. It's the best teams in Europe are essentially the best teams in the world. They have all the leading players.
No, for sure.
it's a little bit tougher to call, but you're going to go with Munich?
Munich. I would say Munich.
I'm going to go delusionally or not. I'm going to go with Liverpool. If we lose, it is what it is. Like, our season's ass anyways.
I see, like, let's touch on a serious topic. Vini Jr. What happened with the racism down in Benfica? Like, obviously, we know that this is a repeated topic, and like, it's something that continues to happen, right? But when you look at Vini Jr., he's expressive. He is who he is, and I think a lot of people also turn a blind eye that he plays for Real Madrid.
It's a very, very, very big factor.
So, like, I think one, where would you like to see improvements? Or we would like to see improvements. Two, is Vini Jr. a target?
First question's a really tough question regarding the improvements aspects.
I think it's really hard because, like,
it's just like, institutionalized, right? It's something that's been happening for centuries.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to say where they should improve because there's been a lot of anti-racism initiatives. There's been harsher penalties for racist behavior, and the issue still seems to not go away. So that I will leave up to the institutions. It's hard for me to really, really say what would help improve because I'm not sure exactly what would improve it. I think it's just something that's just systemic. It's just something that's just always going to be there. I don't want
to agree, but
it's
like,
true. Like,
I don't want to agree.
I'm saying this with sadness too. Like, it's not, like, it's just something that's just embedded into the fabric of European football, even to this day. Regarding Vini, he definitely is a target because he's a very good black player on the leading team in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And it's not just exclusive to Vini, but obviously we are talking about Vini right now. Bellingham suffers it, I'm sure. Plenty of the good players, especially the good black players on the teams.
The thing is that what's different between Vini and like Jude, like Vini has kind of used it
as a vehicle. Yes, it's true.
And it's crazy to say, but Vini could go down as one of the most influential black soccer players.
100%.
To ever play the game.
100%.
Just because of the way he's dealing with these matters and the way he continues to express himself at the top level.
Mm-hmm. What I will say is, as most of you who know me, you guys know Jose Mourinho is my favorite manager of all time. I was very disappointed with his comments regarding the Vini situation because
compared it to like a player in the past.
One, that's like saying because I have a black friend or I have this person, I'm not racist. One, so that doesn't really fly.
I don't know why they love to do those ones. I don't know why they
and especially considering Mourinho, he's championed the advancement of football in predominantly black places. He's championed black players, so it's tough for me to hear those comments from him. One. Number two, let's just say hypothetically speaking, let's just say his celebration was provocative. In what way does that justify racism? Because a player like Jamie Vardy, he celebrates excessively. He celebrates with bravado, and they're like, he's a shit house. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, but bro, that just goes back down to like, we can even kind of go to another topic from this. It's like sometimes players in the media are praised. Sometimes they're brought down in shambles. Mm-hmm. And typically we know why that line sometimes is blurred.
Yeah, like just basing it off of this current situation, it's like I don't see how him doing his normal celebration would be justification to call him whatever he was called. By reports, he was called a monkey. The guy who came out, Prestiani, he said, I didn't call him a monkey. I called him an anti-gay slur or whatever. I don't know what that is. I can't say what that is. I have no idea. But I just find it interesting that certain players are villainized due to them. Like if Vini Jr. was a garbage player, like I don't think he would incur the amount of racist abuse that he gets. But it just so happens that he's really good or to some degree, he's quite good and he plays for Real Madrid. One. And number two, it just speaks to a wider issue of black players needing to be humble. Fam, look at the player that they rate. A player like N'Golo Kante. What is his demeanor? What does he look like to your average viewer?
Yeah.
He doesn't say much, right?
Yeah.
He's quote humble. He just does his job. A guy like Saka. They love
Bukayo.
because he doesn't say much. He does his thing. He does his job. He goes about his job. He's workmanlike. He doesn't really show too much. That's what they like, fam. Players who are dumbed down, who are themselves, but they're just a more reserved profile.
I can't even lie. Bukayo looks like he'll get the sir.
You get the MBE. You get the MBE. That's what they like, fam. They like players like that, bro. Guys, even in the past, like Clarence Seedorf, fam, that's the type of black person they will champion. Someone who is not expressive. Someone who doesn't have supreme self-confidence in their abilities. Someone who's just reserved. He's just there. He's just relaxing. And that's just him. He's not doing it to appease anyone. That's just his demeanor.
Funny, to be honest.
Right? So it speaks of a wider issue. It's just the need for not even just black players, but players who are non-white. It's just a need for them to just be quote unquote humble, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And
I think it just, at the end of the day, like just to wrap this all around, and like obviously we're here for a soccer podcast, but obviously these issues do present itself. It just starts back at home, right?
it does.
I guess that's
all.
basically where everything stems from.
So if you have kids, please teach your kids that if someone provokes them in a manner that they don't like, or if someone scores and they have a celebratory manner.
Bro, I'll never forget. This guy knows the story I'm going to tell. I'll never forget when I was 13 years old. Yeah, I was 13. Bro, I was 13 years old. Went to Italy. I think we were playing like Juve Academy. And like, yo, I was playing ball and some guy looks at me and says like, like you're a castaña bruchad.
What does that mean?
I'm like, let me tell my story, man. I was like, yo, okay, interesting word. Yo, I went onto the bus because we had the team bus. And I was like, turned to one of like the parents. I'm like, yo, some kid called me a castaña bruchad. The lady looks at me. Oh! I said, what? I'm like, what's wrong with, like, what's really going on? She's like, Dante, he called you a burnt chestnut. And I said, what?
Italy, eh?
A burnt chestnut?
That's crazy.
Fam, at the time, I was young, so I laughed.
Yeah, you laughed.
I laughed.
Yeah, it was a trauma response,
but like, thinking about it now,
that's insane. You're 13, fam.
it's saying, I can say the word perfect. Castaña bruchad.
The fact that you just remember
Because I remember it like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
So it was clearly
So like what I'm
something
trying to
that
say,
affected you.
back to like the thing, it just starts at home.
It does, fam. It does. 100% agreed.
I was thinking back the other day. I think one of the most important players to play soccer, I would say the most influential player of all time for me is David Beckham.
That's a good shout. Influential in the sense of just being a marketable footballer. He's probably the first well-branded,
I would say like
footballer.
even like him, before him, like if you think about it, he softened Fergie
To a degree.
to brace somebody like Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. Because you gotta remember that like David Beckham was he was more than a soccer player. He was a rock star.
He was.
He was
the
a
first
real
marketable,
life rock star.
He was the first celebrity, and not due to him being really, really an elite player, although he was good. I'm not gonna say he was.
Beckham wasn't elite?
He wasn't elite. He was good. He had a time where he was very good. I would never say he was in the world-class bracket, but his profile, his star profile, was always there.
Yeah.
And Manchester United, believe it or not, they're actually the first football club to be on the New York Stock Exchange. So it was a perfect time.
That's crazy.
They're the first branded club because the Premier League is a branded league. It started off in 1992. They're one of the first clubs to be on the stock exchange. They're the ones who really, really ushered in Sky Sports, all of that. So with United being the first real marketable football club, class of 92, David Beckham was the first marketable soccer player.
I think like you think about that part, right? And then I think the more impressive part, his playing career was very
good.
Very impressive.
Very, very good.
His resume, the teams he played for.
Top teams.
And then like you think about like what he's doing with a team like Inter Miami.
True. He changed football in America 2,000%. We can't even deny that.
Like it's crazy.
Like he brought fanfare to it. Like he was the first MLS player I ever saw have commercials. He was doing the Pepsi commercials. Remember that commercial where he's kicking the ball at the beach into the bin? So he brought a lot of visibility to it. And rules were created because of him. The designated player rules because of David Beckham. He's the first ever designated player.
And like even Inter Miami, like you look at the field that they're playing on, the little star box where you see when Messi comes out, there's always stars in that box.
Fam. He's done really
so
well.
like what he's doing for the MLS is something that is undeniable. So I was actually thinking like just the other day, like David Beckham's like one of the GOATs when you think about
influence
in soccer.
Sure, being more than just a soccer player, 2,000% I play.
Honestly though, I think he's more than an athlete for athletes in general.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I think a big reason Messi even went there is because of the respect he has for David Beckham, fam. I don't think he goes there. Obviously, good offers were presented to him, but I don't think he goes there without the knowledge that David Beckham is there. He's going to pattern everything for him.
I agree. David's definitely helping him with the business portfolio.
Yeah, like his name holds a lot of weight. Like a lot of ball, they all respect him, so I can't discredit him.
Yeah.
They all seem to respect him.
So what was your question before I cut you off?
I'm like, who are some of the other GOATs you would say in terms of
branding?
Influence? It could be branding. It could be using football as a tool to further their profiles.
Zlatan is probably like, I have him top 5 because like I rate him.
No, you don't rate
him.
No.
I rate him. But like I have players over him, like Cavani.
Ooh, that's a good shout. That's a top shout.
I have Cavani over Zlatan.
We'll get into that.
I have Cavani over Zlatan.
Okay,
but I think what makes Zlatan so great, besides from scoring goals, is the aura he created for himself.
It's true.
Because people will look at you and tell you Zlatan's better than Drogba. Like
he is. Yeah, he is.
You think Zlatan's better than Drogba?
Yeah, he is. And I don't rate Zlatan. I don't rate him personally.
So I have a question for you. If it's Champions League finals.
Oh, I'm taking Drogba 2,000% because he's the big game. I'm taking him over.
I think Drogba's better than Zlatan. Get out of here with that.
Really?
Get out of here with that.
Viewers.
Get out of here with that.
Comment
Get out of here
in
with
the
that.
section below.
Get out of here with that.
If you will take Zlatan or Didier Drogba. But in terms of his marketability, that aura he's created for himself, so I do respect him.
So you said 2 others, right?
It could be any amount, not really a number.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more. I think these ones are like interchangeable. You have Ronaldinho and Neymar.
For sure.
I think they're interchangeable because it's like
they're pretty much the same player, right?
They're the same, but they're not because I remember when I was like 14, 15. No, I lied. Probably around 16. And Neymar was playing for Santos, and they used to post
earlier. About 20.
Yeah, they used to post those videos on YouTube of him before the game with the Red Bull, and I wanted to be like him. I even permed my hair.
I know, you had to perm them times. You had to perm them times. 2013, you had to perm them. You had the blonde perm them times.
And so those are okay. My last one out of this discussion, and then we'll ask you. For me, Balotelli. And the thing about Balo though, Malo didn't even take full advantage.
I know. I know. He wasn't locked in.
I don't think Malo really knew what he was doing.
He didn't. He just wanted to play ball, fam. Just wanted to be himself, fam. Do the fireworks. Get the cars. He just like the lifestyle associated with the ball, fam.
Yeah, fam. How about for you?
David Beckham, definitely, for sure. I would say definitely Ronaldinho as well. Because a lot of he's one of the footballers that everyone rates to, like casual fan.
Fam, Beckham.
Those Joga Bonito commercials from early. I do have to say Cristiano Ronaldo as well.
Oh, that's a big shout though.
If I were to look at it, he's probably the most famous person out of an athlete.
Fam, it was so funny about Ronaldo. Fam, when Ronaldo came up, like obviously Ronaldo's Ronaldo, and then I remember when I first saw Luis Nani, I'm like, well, who's this guy trying to be Ronaldo?
Right? You trying to be? him. I'm like, who's this guy trying to beat him, fam? That's what I thought too when I was younger. So I would say Ronaldo, because the fact that, like, if you look at how he started, he's just some scrawny Portuguese teenager, fam, you know? But he was the first one, like, he was getting the veneers, like, the bow tie, all that stuff, like, to really make himself a marketable person.
He's a guy.
So, him, I don't know if he did it by design. I
feel like he's just him.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just him. Like, everything he does is just him.
It's
you know
just,
what I'm trying to say?
It's like, yeah, I can't really say he has a blueprint.
Like,
he just follows his own.
I feel like Ronaldo, like, he was outside, but he doesn't really go outside.
Not roads, fam.
He doesn't forget roads.
Because he wasn't even drinking like that.
You see Messi? I think Messi frigs up
he does
roads.
roads, fam. He does roads.
But the PR team is so nice that, you know,
it's tough, fam. He does roads, fam. You know him, his brethren, Luis Suarez. They're going to do a 1-2 road together.
Mash up a little roads.
1-2 roads.
Nah, Neymar mashes up
roads. He's road warrior.
And that's why 30, you see him? You see him at 30, fam?
He's road warrior, eh? So, yeah, I would say Bex for sure. Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, Thierry Henry is a really marketable.
Oh yeah. That's a goal. That's a goal.
Just based on the influence he has,
he robbed a generation of Arsenal fans.
For
Half
sure,
of them are fans.
Most of them are fans because of Thierry Henry. 100%. Like, especially the black players or the black. All mans love Thierry Henry. The goons love Thierry Henry.
If
too,
it was
fam.
me,
You know the hood mans love Thierry Henry.
If I was an Arsenal fan, which would never be the case, I would be an Arsenal fan because of William Gallas.
Center back?
It's tall. Center back. Man, I wore 10 1 year. Center back.
Gallas was a baller though.
And like, I think the last shout to kind of wrap this all out. Yo, bro, I can't even lie. Lamin's doing his thing.
Yeah,
when it comes to like a brand, like when I see kids play nowadays, it's actually so weird. Like, they want to be Lamine so bad.
On my team, one of my grassroots teams, fam, I asked them who their favorite player is. This is about a group of 13, 14 players. I think over half of them said Lamine Yamal. Like, so it's crazy the influence he has, especially with the younger generation.
Yeah. I mean, like, bro, like, he kind of reminds me of like Neymar in the flesh.
He's a throwback player though.
Yeah.
Like, I will say in terms of his game style, it's very entertaining. It's very, very watchable.
I mean, fam, like, honestly, the story is just amazing. Because, like, we go back to what we're talking about with racism. Spain's one of those countries where, like, you can't really dodge it. But who would have thought there's a young black man lifting that team and lifting the nation? So now you can't even look away from it because you have him and then you have his pops.
It's true. You know, shout out hustle hard. Shout out hustle hard. You know? For sure. So yeah, Lamine's definitely one of the big factors for the new gen. English won't agree, but Jude Bellingham is too.
Yeah, but like Jude, yeah, but like it's just so clean. Look at him, so clean. Like, bro, when I see him do the shirt tuck, like, you don't tuck your shirt.
He tucks in the shirt.
The man's got the 5.
You got the 5. He started tucking in the shirt.
Man looked at Zidane reels from back in the day. Started tucking in the shirt. I'm like, fam, you don't tuck in your shirt.
He's not shirt tucker. Fam, allow him.
Not shirt tucker still.
Fam.
There's no way, bro.
Him, but. To be fair, though, I think everyone, or not everyone, but all of the higher level young players and established players now, since football is going in the way of them being marketable, got like Cole Palmer too, very marketable too. Has his trademark celebration now. But
he looks like the type of white guy that would be with a black girl.
His grandpa is from St. Kitts.
No, but I'm saying, like, he looks like one of those, like, you know?
For sure. Where's a tracksuit, you know?
He's probably going to the Vibes versus Movado clash in Malta.
For sure. He's going. He's going to go. They'll give him a day off.
You know who's winning out, eh? Gaza, miss it.
Are you sure, fam? You know Movado low-key? Yo.
The gully?
I rate Movado, fam. You don't rate Movado?
That's straight the gully, fam. That's straight the gully, bro.
But yeah, I would say Cole Palmer is definitely one of the new generation marketable athletes as well. Signature celebration. Kids seem to love him. So, but generally speaking, the way football is going now, I feel is the most players.
I feel like it's not even just football, to be honest, fam. I think it's sports in general.
Now,
like, you just want to be honest, I don't think a lot of them love the game. I think some of them do, and then some of them are just like Sancho. You want your bag and you just want to get out the way.
Fam.
Get out the way. You know what I'm trying to say? Some of them are gonna tuck off and go to Qatar. Some of them are gonna tuck off, go MLS. You don't know. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Saudi deal.
Go Saudi. It's like, it's lifestyle. You can't really blame them.
Can't.
But I have another topic. MLS. Today we saw the Griezmann announcement to Orlando. That's huge. I think Orlando's heading into a decent direction. Actually, I lied. They've been trying to figure it out for a very, very long time. But with that being said, what my question was going to be to you, do you see the MLS getting better after the World Cup? There's a reason why I'm saying this. So before you answer, I want you to take in that I feel like a lot of American young players are just going to go home. After the World Cup, they're just going to go home. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I eating pizza when I could eat pizza and dip back home?
Creamy garlic, ranch. Americans love ranch.
I think you have a bunch of English players that would be drawn to the MLS, especially if they fix up the roster rules and stuff like that. Like, I could see Sancho at Atlanta United.
Yeah, in a few years.
You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe he might have a little belly by then, you know?
Little God. Kicking up with Thugger and them.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Gonna.
No, all jokes aside though, I think if MLS fixes up the roster rules, the league structure, I honestly think think about it. A lot of stars will move to America for a better life for their families. Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to say is, like, could you see it heading that way?
Yeah, I can. To be fair, it's gotten better every year. So definitely a year where it's a domestic World Cup. All eyes are on them. It will bring more visibility to the fact that, okay, you know what? The level is pretty good. It's not something that's gonna be.
It's not a retirement league. I think that's the. That's still
the stigma, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That you're just going there just to collect a paycheck. Which turns out it's not really the case now. Like, you actually have to be. You still have to have some quality in you to play.
Yeah,
like, you can't just.
I can't lie. Portland away is a tough match.
Tough fixture, fam.
Tough match.
Tough fixture. Providence Park away. Tough fixture. Whitecaps away, fam. 11 p.m. fixture. 11 p.m. Eastern time. Like, it's a tough fixture. Yeah. But like, even that, like, stuff like the travel, a lot of mileage, all those things, they play a factor. So you actually have to still have some quality left in you and some physical capacity left in you. But I do see it getting better. And
also with the season schedule
changing as well, right? To a European calendar. So that's definitely going to attract some players as well.
I mean, the best game I ever been to at BMO was when Canada qualified. And it was just cool because it was like cold.
It was March.
Snow. You know, Jamaica.
I was like, Jamaica, right?
Jamaica didn't want to play with no ball. They all just wanted to go mash up roads.
Roads, fam. It's want to go home.
Fam, they want to go home. They want a cornmeal porridge, fam. They're cold, bro.
Yeah, that's actually a good point you brought up, though, with the alignment with the European schedule. That's definitely going to factor in a lot.
I just think, bro, they really need somehow promotion relegation. Like, every game... Just to
matter,
fam. What?
It don't matter, fam. I can't lie to you. I think half of the season doesn't matter.
Wait. Yeah, but this just reminded me of a topic. That's why. Did you see the Pulse comment?
Oh yeah. Viewers, if you don't know, it may be rage bait, but Rodrigo de Paul allegedly said it is harder to win the MLS Cup than the Champions League. He's someone who hasn't won the Champions League, by the way. I'm just letting you know that. But due to certain rules, due to the landscape of the league, how they have a regular season and then a postseason, a culmination of factors in his mind made the MLS harder to win. It's tough to say because, like I said, he hasn't won the Champions League. But I'm not going to say I can see why he said that because I don't agree with him. But I do agree with the fact that the MLS imposes some difficulties. I can see why a European-based player or a South American-based player may have some difficulties or may think that it's very difficult to win.
Fam, I'm not saying that MLS is not difficult. We can all sit here and say it's difficult because, like, the winner changes every year.
Facts.
You know, like that.
It has the most parity. Exactly. The rules, everything. It encourages the most equal playing field. But
to compare it to the Champions League, you must be out of your mind.
But my thing is, he hasn't even won the Champions League. So it's like, how can you make such an egregious claim such as that?
I just think it goes back to promotion. Like, he's just trying to promote himself. He thinks he's a brand.
For sure, because he's in Miami now.
You know?
You see him with his tattoo, his little taper. He gets his taper in the mohawk.
A little mate.
Yes. Good player, though.
But
I respect him.
With that being said, though, like, there needs to be some changes, I think.
Do you think that there's because you know MLS, it's all about markets, right? Do you think that there's a big enough market for there to now be promotion or relegation? Maybe I think that's the hesitancy.
Yes, because I think it's twofold. Yes and no. No, in terms of profitability, like the revenues will drop, like across the league. But if you look at USL, you look at the top teams in USL, I think they could be second league MLS.
Yeah, they could be second-rate MLS teams.
So I think if they find a way to combine it with the USL, that would be ideal.
For sure. I wonder if investors would gravitate towards that idea. Probably not. But the fact that the USL is doing it as it is even a big positive for American soccer. The fact that they have their promotion relegation system, they have their league structured, they have their 3-tiered system, that's good. I think promotion and relegation, it definitely will help in terms of player recruitment also.
Yeah, because, fam, think about it. Fam, if I'm a player, preseason, yeah, I got to go get my roster spot, right? I'm not acting like I've done it because I haven't played in the MLS. But I'm saying, like, you go get your roster spot, your team's playing, but you don't really have to turn it up until
it's literally half of the season. July. There's 34 games? 17 games. You can be not good. Then you can go on an 11, 12 game winning streak out of the next 17. You somehow sneak into the 9th wild card spot.
Yeah, and then you're talking.
Like, the fact that European football and other leagues across the world are so competitive is because if you get relegated, think about it in the sense that 100 to 200 jobs are getting cut, fam.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Staffers are getting cut. You have to streamline all operations.
But the thing is crazy, yeah. But then if you look at the flip side, that happens, right? But then you have the great stories where you have the promotions, like Sunderland.
You're coming from
like
third tier.
Sunderland's like one of those historical stories where like everybody wants them to do well.
It's true because they were an established Premier League club before. If you guys don't know, Sunderland has like 6 league titles too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they're top 6-7 clubs in terms of English league titles, but they were a good club before, good sized club, established club. They dropped down due to financial issues and whatnot. Struggled. The Netflix billionaire owner took over their back.
The Netflix doc was tough.
For sure. For sure. I know you're a documentary guy, so you're rocking with it. But yeah, it's good. It's stories like that. Teams that can go for, even look at Wrexham.
Yeah.
Team that was playing in the National League not too long ago. They were chasing Premier League promotion. So it fosters what sport is supposed to be about. Opportunity. Like championing good narratives. Like being able to rise up from the ashes. Being able to restore good times to a club. And at the same time, even the negative aspect, if you get dropped down, fam, it still shows the togetherness of a club, fam.
No, for
you
sure.
Still have fans, loyal fans going to support you. There's people who have been fans for like 67 years. They've seen their team get relegated, get promoted. They're still going to support them through thick and thin.
That's why, fam, it's honestly, if you think about like fan affairs, like in Canada, it's kind of weird to me. Because like, you're talking about like supporting your club. Like you're a real fan. I rate you. Like you're a real fan. But I think a lot of people don't know what it is to be a fan.
What do you mean by that?
Because being a fan, there's responsibilities when you're a fan. There's a lot of responsibilities. And I say that to say, and I mentioned it the last episode, but I think it might have got cut. Because I played for TFC, like their academy, there's like a love I have for the club that I can't explain. And so when people tell me they're a fan of clubs, you don't see that often.
It's true.
You don't see that often.
That is a good point because there has to be some sort of personal something that resonates with you in order to be a fan, right? So you have that connection with Toronto FC because you were in their youth system.
Exactly.
So you know You know more than anyone the ins and outs, the fine details associated with being a part of an organization such as that.
No, 100%. But like, that's just one angle.
For
I'm
sure.
trying to say you could be a fan on the other angle
for
of
sure.
like any big club. But I just feel like in North America, the fan culture is weird. Like you'll ask somebody, oh, like my English team is Liverpool,
And then they'll have a Spanish team
is like
they'll have a German
Bilbao.
team. They'll have a team in every league. Yeah, I feel as though you gotta choose one and just rock with it, you know? Like, don't. If you have a couple, like, and make sure they're not in the same continent, you know? If you have a little, you know, I might support Boca Juniors and I might support a next team. All right, cool. But when it's in the same continent, it's a little bit tough. I used to be that guy too. I used to be a Liverpool and a Real Madrid fan, but I'm just saying, nah, I gotta choose one.
You dash with?
So I had to support
That's
Liverpool.
a dash
Fam.
it.
Come on. I used to be that guy, but I realized it's not for me.
After Gareth Bale, hey, dash with.
I'm a one club man. I'm a one club man. TFC obviously too, but it's true though. The fan culture is really lax here. It's more so. You even go to an MLS game, it's a little bit.
It is lax, but then you can also take it into international football. Because think about it. We're sitting here, right? And Italy versus Canada first game.
That could be a good game. It could be Wales too, but I would assume it's Italy.
I think it's gonna be Italy.
I would think so.
I think it's gonna be Italy. But how many people are gonna be cheering for Italy?
Most of the stadium.
I agree. The reason why I agree though is because when I went to the Jamaica game, I was surprised about the Jamaica.
See, they had to support
Ecuador.
Boom, boom. Ghoul. You know?
Ecuador, I was shocked.
A lot of Ecuadorians.
I was shocked.
That's the thing. Canada's so multicultural, right? So it's like if a nation that has
fam, I know what could do it though. Fam, if Northside Benji made a Canada song, no, fam. Yo, fam, if Northside Benji made like a Canada World Cup song, don't you imagine me rocking with Canada?
Oh, Boy Wonder has to chat to him then. They gotta get something going.
Boy Wonder producing it, Northside Benji. Fam, tell me that's not a mad idea.
I hear you, fam. The goons will definitely be on board, fam.
You know what I'm trying to say?
For sure, I hear you. Yeah, a Canadian artist of some sort. I wonder what our World Cup is. Drake gonna do it?
I'm telling you, it needs to be Northside.
It needs to be Northside?
Or Drake FT Northside. I don't know if you're allowed. What?
A little feature, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed, but
What about Pressa?
like we don't really have any like Jaden Fishmans on the team. Maybe a couple man play futsal at Driftwood.
York 8 Ball too, the little Spanish league?
Yeah, like not really. Like
Okay,
I think
hear
only
you.
like one man, like Richie, like he's probably the only man who played futsal.
Facts.
You know, like we don't really have. Like maybe like Smiley can get a shout out. Maybe actually no, there's no one from Pelham.
there's no one from those sides on there, fam.
He doesn't even watch soccer.
Yeah, no, he doesn't watch football.
Give me like a bar that he would say.
I don't even know a bar that he would say. It wouldn't be good though. It wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good. But yeah, that's also true though. We do need who's gonna do the World Cup song? Do you say Benji?
Nah, so I think Drake's gonna do a performance. Like
first game.
I think Drake will do like opening performance or
That's
whatever.
bigger than the Super Bowl, by the way. But
I think that's why he's doing it. You know? But I think honestly, Northside should do the track because I'm telling you, fam, like it's almost like
they bump him though.
Fam, it's almost like like UK. Remember they had the Ole Ole track, like the grind.
Oh, for the Euros?
For the Euros. You know? And I think Northside Benji, like, okay, I think like a Crepo bumps like a Benji.
I feel as though he's one of the more popular bumped rappers in the Canada camp.
I think you asked the Schaffelberg. He knows what a Benji.
He knows. Marcelo knows?
Marcelo knows a Benji. Like,
Marcelo knows?
Fam, the man them know Benji. So let Benji run the track.
I hear you.
You know? Back again.
You already know what it is. Shout out Troops though. I was watching his thing. He was amped.
Back again. Honestly, that's one thing I love though when Arsenal loses. I honestly just go on
I tuned
YouTube.
into AFTV right away. Lee Gunner. I go Lee. Troops.
Some of the stuff. You see the one where he said like, the last thing in my life is I want Arsenal players to lower me because they want them
They
just
just
to
let me down one more time. That's crazy, eh? Yo,
That's
Arsenal.
insane.
One thing about Arsenal, I will say though,
They have good fans.
they created a wave of like fan content. They made it mainstream.
Yeah, because they suck.
They were bad at the time.
Because they suck.
So
Yo,
funnier.
we tuned in to laugh at them.
It's true. Now they're actually good though, but now they're just overdoing
Fam, like
it.
they're not good though. Like
Fam. Let's bro,
like
bro.
fam, they're not good. Like Arsenal, like I don't watch Arsenal and I get moved.
Yeah, they're not entertaining, but they're good.
Fam, it's Bir Haram ball.
It is.
Bir Haram.
It is. A team like that, it's gonna be tough for me to really support them winning the league. Like I can't. I prefer an entertaining team to win the league. But obviously, their fans will be happy if they do so.
So, a topic I have actually, I found this interesting. So this is gonna kind of go back to like soccer in Canada, and I was just thinking back to like when I was younger and all the top players I played with, right? And some of even the 10s. So in positions, I'm talking about the 10 position, attacking mid position for people who don't know. His world class Bruno Fernandes.
Come on.
So that 10. So with that being said, I was thinking the other day, like, do you think Canada could ever produce a top level 10? If I were to think to date, the closest thing to it is probably Junior Hollett.
Yeah.
And he's not even really a 10.
He was more of a winger.
Yeah, he's not really a 10. But I think he's the closest thing to it because he has that.
He has that zip about
He's different.
Yeah,
like
can play in between the lines. He can play in between the lines.
Hoylett plays different. Like it's not like he's Canadian, but you can see
you can see there's a little.
You can see he's from Brampton. But
he plays some Brampton ball. He plays some Brampton ball. But it's more English. But he plays a little Brampton ball. Do I think Canada can create a top number 10?
Would you say Joe Davis the closest thing to it?
I even think he's a striker. He would be more of a false 9 player for me, right?
I agree.
A striker, maybe who's not the full finished product, but he incorporates the team.
Like I said, bro, I would say Hoylett's probably the best thing. Because think about it like this. And this is no diss to like Canadians. A lot of times you have a Canadian winger moshing it up in MLS. Mm-hmm. When they get to Europe, they become fullbacks.
It's true.
It's just the thing that I don't know if we have that creativeness. And the thing is though, is like, I know we do have it, but it's a different expression.
It is.
It's a different expression. Like,
here's what I will say. Do I think we'll be able to create like a top class or a leading attacking midfielder? I don't. Do I think it's the creativity is a good factor, but I just think the way that we play the game here also, it's more so conducive to box-to-box players. It's not players in between the lines because the football we play is more direct.
I'll say this. If he does come out of Canada, he's coming out of one province in particular. Quebecois.
He'll be a Quebec footballer, eh?
Moroccan Quebecois.
Moroccan
Quebecois.
Can a Haitian get the run out?
Might have a little heavy foot.
Okay, so thinking of the quintessential, the prototypical attacking midfielder, the classic 10, no chance. Because I even think that's just a luxury in the modern game now.
But I don't think we're too far from it.
1. 2, the profile of the 10 that Canada would create, it wouldn't be what you would think a 10 would be. It wouldn't be someone who's linking the play in between the pockets, in between the lines.
You know what? I disagree. Like, if you said this last, 3 years ago, I would agree with you. But hear me out. I think MLS academies and the MLS system wouldn't allow for a 10 to really be like that. Mind you, a lot of the 10s in MLS are DPs.
That's what I'm saying.
But in today's world, with something like the CPL, I could see a kid who's maybe 15, 14, and instead of playing for TFC2, he decides to play pro football at CPL team.
Toronto, someone, yeah.
Or Supra FC, you know?
Yeah,
Supra.
them teams. I know you're Quebec waffle. I know, yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that on the CPL level, I think they're still trying to find that identity. So that 10 role is way more expressive than the MLS game that is way more structured. So I'm saying in this next generation, I could see us potentially producing a 10.
But it would be a CP. It would have to be as a result of the Canadian Premiership, you don't think it would be an MLS academy or an MLS team producing a 10?
I mean, it could. No, I said the kid played for the academy.
Yeah,
but like I'm saying, he got to express himself on loan at like a CPL team.
Here's what I will say. Like I said, there's different profiles of attacking midfielders, right? So
which one?
The type I feel as though Canada would create will not be someone who is going to get in between the lines and orchestrate play. It would be a second striker, a box crosher. Someone who times his runs.
Like a Reinders?
You can say a Reinders. Someone like a Frank Lampard back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone who,
I get what you're saying.
like, although he's good creatively, but that's not his main aspect.
He has a thing for the.
He has an eye for goal. He has a nose for goal. Even someone like a Muller. You see how Muller is one of those number 10s where his manipulation of space, his timing, his box timing, he's able to get in and around the area. That's the type of 10 that Canada would create. It wouldn't be someone like you can say a Turkey, a Florian Wirtz, one of those types of 10s.
I think we could create a Florian.
You think? I don't think so, fam. German football is it's very different. It's very different.
I think this is where my take is though now. And this kind of will wrap it up. I think if you look at the coaches nowadays, it's a lot different than when we were growing up.
It is.
So like I can say Mario Stacchio. I can see him allowing someone to express themselves. My old coach when I was a kid, Johnny Chimini, who was at TFC 2, I can see him allowing somebody to express himself. You have the guy at Super FC, who's Saint Laurent ex-coach. When we played Saint Laurent with Cinco, there was a lot of players expressing themselves. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that we're evolving the infrastructure. So coaches are seeing what works and doesn't work for them. And never mind, I forgot one of the godfathers of soccer, Bobby. Bobby here in Canada, I could see him having a 10 that expressed himself.
Free-flowing player.
Like, even if you think about CPL, one of the players that we've known since we were kids who are probably the closest thing to this 10, Tristan. Tristan had something different about him. He saw the game differently.
It's true. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I would say it's definitely dependent on the manager, the system. Like I do think that just based on the way the game is going or it's gone, we've seen the eradication of the classic 10. It's now two players in a 3, one box to box, one more station towards the goal. But football evolves all the time, right? It's very cyclical.
Always changing.
So there can very well be a return of that prototypical number 10.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it'll just be up to Canada as a whole. Like the way we play, that would probably display the most effectiveness on how to create a number 10.
You know what's weird though? Like if you look at like countries and stuff like that, like I remember like when I was young and I traveled and I played some teams, they typically have a structure that they follow. So all teams,
it's just rigid. Every team
at
in
every
level
follows that level, right? So it should be interesting to see if like Canada develops this identity, because like even the CPL, I'm so interested to see, because like it's like Jesse has really imposed his identity in Canada soccer. So like even when I watched Forge the other day, it's not the same Forge.
They didn't knock it as much. It's not as much to be tappy. It's a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little bit more mixed. The build up was a little bit more pragmatic. It was a little bit,
and it actually made me smile because I'm like,
that's your type of football.
No. It's just like it's like Canada actually has an identity. Like you're kind of seeing it now at all stages.
It makes sense.
The only province that doesn't. It's Quebec.
They produced like we talked about last episode. They produced the most transferable footballers to 100%, Europe
because it's street ball. Fam, a lot of them are futsal players.
Futsal.
You know? So
futsal is key for the development.
So that's a great topic, but as we know, we're both Reds when it comes to the MLS. Come on, you Reds. The first game didn't go the way we wanted it to.
A little bit tough, but I saw some good signs. But need to lock in again. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But when we look at TFC, man, I mean, to see where it came from, like with Joe Plata. Remember Plata?
Baller. You know who's a baller too? Remember Ryan Johnson?
Baller. So if you had like your top 3, we're gonna make it hard.
was hoping for a 4, but I could do a 3
Your
too.
top 3 TFC players of all time. Who are your 3? And I'll reply with mine.
Obviously, Javinko, number 1.
Honestly,
Michael
make
Bradley.
it 4. Make it
4?
Make it
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, because no, make it 5.
5?
Because top 3 is easy.
It's right, easy. I was gonna name
you're gonna name the 3, right? Yeah, you're gonna name the 3. Yo, I saw it coming. Yeah. You saw me. I was trying to say, wait. So yeah,
I'm about to name the 3.
Go 5. Even 4 is easy, but 5, go.
5. So, obviously Seba, number 1.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best players ever. Not even arguably, he's one of the best players to ever play in MLS. So,
yeah.
Michael Bradley.
Yeah.
Number 2, just based on his, not only his qualities, but just how he embraced Toronto, how he embraced what it means to be a TFC player, how he ingratiated himself into the culture and everything. And he was our captain for our most successful period. So, 2, gunman striker. You know, that's my guy, Josie Altidore. 3, absolute baller.
You don't see that striker make.
You don't have that build no more, fam. Hold up, that's link up the play, boom, Lazo. You just all want to just play on the wing and whatnot. But anyways, that's another topic for another day. But Josie, number 3. Number 4. Now we're getting into some sticky territory. I would put Jonathan Osorio.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Homegrown player.
Yeah. I had that. He was in my 5. He was in my 5.
Yeah, you had him 4?
I had him 5.
I have him 4. And then 5. 5, I'm going to go with an unconventional pick.
Who?
Like, for Toronto itself.
You're going to say like Frings or something.
No. It won't even be a designated player.
We're going to say that the ginger defender. What was his name?
Eckersley was a baller. Eckersley was a baller, though. Respect him, please. 5, I think, just because of what he accomplished as the second homegrown player to be in a MLS, to be for Toronto FC, what he's done, I'm going to go Ashton Morgan, number 5. Okay. And like I said, it's mad unconventional. People will be like, oh.
No, Morgan's, he's a legend.
But him being one of the first players from the academy to play within the first team and experience all the success that he had. And he was a key part.
That crop of homegrowns.
He was a key part. So just based on what he means as a Toronto player, being a homegrown player, being a player to come up through the ranks and experience the success that he did, I will have him.
The only difference I had Pozuelo at 4.
Ooh.
I had Pozuelo at 4.
Pozuelo was a baller, though.
I had Pozuelo at 4. Like, I know he didn't accomplish much.
No, but he was really good.
But like, I think when I watched TFC, like Pozuelo was one of those players when I turn on TV, I'm like, yo, this guy's nasty.
For sure.
And then I had also by the end of the career, also is going to be greater than Pozuelo, 100%. Yeah. He probably already is. But yeah, that's like my 5.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Like, obviously Hancho.
For sure.
Obviously Hancho.
For sure. First homegrown player.
Yeah.
Ever.
For
sure. First player to get a transfer fee to the European club from Toronto.
It's like real defender. You don't see those type of defenders.
Yeah, we don't have those ones anymore. Real trenchy defenders, fam. 2 foot you right away, fam.
You know what I'm trying to say?
They want to just be pretty, play ball. We don't want that, fam. We want you in the trenches. Get a tackle or 2.
De Guzman. Oh, Di Rosario.
Yeah. Sorry. Diro.
Bro, you should take away our mic.
Yeah. Sorry. I completely slipped my mind. Dwayne, I apologize if you end up seeing this at some point. I sincerely apologize. Ashton, you're gonna have to go. Also, you're dropped down to 5.
Diro, yeah.
Low key, like although you guys experienced more success, Josie, I may have to drop you down to 4. Diro, you're automatically in the top 3 because you were the first DP we had. you were the first guy.
Yo, D-Ro, I'm so sorry.
We apologize sincerely.
Sincerely for that one.
We apologize. So we're gonna have D-Ro over there. That's how he was tough though. That's how he was tough. But yeah, Dwayne D. Rosario, Scarborough legend. Gunman. We talk about Gunman. That's what we talk about. MLS has a 1-2 Gunman though.
That's crazy though, but D-Ro, I went to a runs like 2 years ago. Like I played like Julian de Guzman had like a charity tournament. Fam, like so D-Ro's old now, right? Like older. Sorry, he's not old. He's older.
Yeah.
Fam, I was playing him, right? Broski, like I'm like, this man's old. I'm not even gonna like go into a tackle with him, Fam, first play of the game, I press, but like not too tough.
Mid press.
Fam, I say the man just tush right around me. I'm like, okay, that's the first one. I'm like, all right. I was allowing you because you're a legend. Like, I'm not just going to come and break your foot. Like, I respect you. Fam, what I told you the second time, I come with a little bit more pace. And I said, pooh. I'm
baller.
Like, so this guy still has it.
He's
like, D-Ro's
a guy, MLS legend too, fam.
So, yeah.
Don't ever forget about it.
So, sorry about that. D-Ro's
Viewers, just allow us,
We're ahead of ourselves.
Just allow us. We weren't thinking full generation. We're just thinking of,
Yeah, current times.
But yes, D-Ro's
D-Ro, and I think, Danny DeKeo.
Danny's a good shout. It still has a shout. Was it every 20-something? I forgot what it was. Is it 23rd? I think it's between 19 and 23. We're gonna do the research. We're gonna get that, but he has that chat every game. He was a gunman too, eh? He was a gunman too, eh? Don't sleep. Daddy had a time, fam. Our team was funny back in the day because we were ass, but we were good.
It was good games still. Like I used to like going to the
good
games.
Vibes.
Still. But yeah, fam. No, I think it's gonna be exciting to see what TFC does this season. For sure. I think honestly, like if we're not in playoffs, we need some changes in head office going into next year. And my guy down at New York should get a call.
Hopefully,
but we'll see how that ends up and how that kind of gears towards everything.
I have one more question for you.
Oh yeah, go ahead, shoot your shot.
As a yachty, you feel me? So what are your thoughts on Jamaica? Do you think they're gonna qualify for the World Cup, fam?
Yes, I say that with chest.
Mm-hmm. Is there any reason why, or you just?
Fam, I just think like now, Bailey's come back for form, even though he doesn't perform. Okay, man's really take. So when Leon's playing, his production isn't the best for Jamaica. We understand that, but when Bailey plays ball, because he's such a big name.
He's a threat.
He allows Damari Gray and those guys to ball out. Because
more attention is on him.
Yeah, because the Bailey's the one who's going in with shin marks and everything like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think, fam, like I said, you have C-Pass on the left, Balza down the middle, Bailey on the right. Fam, that World Cup right there. I don't think no one's stopping that. The middle, we need to figure that out.
You gotta fit it. No USL calls, fam. Or they should allow the USL.
I don't know about it still. Fam, the thing is this, like, they're trench, but fam, maybe listen to some Gaza and Gully before the game, you know what I'm trying to say? And the man, they're gonna step out, because, if Jamaica qualifies for this, you know how happy I would be? Because, like, I've never seen a World Cup with Canada, like, my country.
Canada.
But then we have Jamaica, so Eglinton, Sheldon, Shellings. Fam, the bashments after the games. And then
Epiphany's gonna go crazy them times.
Man, Epiphany's gonna be mad. And then you know me, fam. I gotta go to Vivo for my Colombia.
Look at last task.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that'd be the best World Cup. So I do think Jamaica does it. I do think Congo would be a challenge, but I just think at the end of the day, with the quality we have, the only thing I question about Jamaicans, it goes back to that topic, is focus. Like, they can't mash up no roads until you qualify for the World Cup.
They have to be inside. No taboo, none of that. None of those.
I think the Jamaicans just like mashing up roads.
Love
mashing up roads. Like, like, even down to Bolt. I just love mashing up roads.
True.
But I think they just need to focus.
Just focus.
And
their team is good enough, though.
Fam, talent. Fam, you know who we are? We're Jamaicans. We're talented. We're talented in everything we do. Once we put our mind to something, we do it.
I hear you.
Jamaicans. But see, it's always been the other side of the coin. The discipline.
The concentration.
If you ever see a Jamaican who's intelligent and disciplined, they're out of here. That's why you Africans look at us. Like, because you guys know.
Look at what?
You guys know.
Look at what?
You guys know, fam.
Move from here with that.
Look at what? You guys know, fam.
Shout out Jamaica, though. I'm hoping they qualify for real, though. That'd be a big look for the nation. Yeah, I did.
See the kids, eh? They're wicked.
They're pretty cool.
If I ever seen a Sanchia in that, Lord Jesus. But yeah, it should be very entertaining, and we'll see how that goes, But viewers, like, we have a little surprise for you. A little surprise. So, like, guys, honestly, when we were cooking this up, it wasn't just the two of us, man. We had a homie, a brother, one of our dogs who's been supporting us and supporting this project for a while. And he's actually our third co-host. So, like, by the next show, we're going to, like, figure this out, get him involved in the setup here. So, with no further of ado, I'm going to take a step off and introduce you guys to Clutch Talk Sports.
Man, like Baja.
Exactly. So, I'm gonna step away.
Man, you did well today, fam.
I did well.
Questionable with the city kit, but everything else. And the Sully's funny too, but here with Clutch Talk. Shout out my dog Baja. Give us a little introduction, man.
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro?
Good, fam. How are you?
I'm cooling, man. Okay. Man's right here, bro. About that time.
Calm. Yeah, fam. Gotta give you a little bit of camera time. Can't just have you in the background, Koch, not doing
yes,
nothing.
Sir.
So we have a little segment, a couple crazy takes. Usually the crazy take guy is D-Money over there, but I have a couple crazy takes. My bro has a couple of crazy takes. We're just gonna do a little segment here. So first things first. I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
It'll cause a little bit of controversy, but I want to ask you a question. In your eyes, is Alexis McAllister a world-class player?
World class? I would say no.
Was he world class at a point?
He has moments where he shows he could be world class, but world class is more than about moments. Yeah.
You know the thing is with him, he's good for Argentina. But is it really that difficult to be good for Argentina? Is it really that difficult to be good for Argentina?
I'm not sure. I like Maka, but I don't know what it is.
Liverpool fan also for the viewers over here, so you know
Reds, man. You know how we do it.
Ross, bro.
But I like Maka, but if you have Curtis Jones threatening your starting position, then you can't be world class. Right? You can't be world class, bro.
Who's better, him or Declan Rice?
I love Maka. I gotta say Rice.
Yeah, I don't know why you're thinking about it.
No. I'm biased, bro. I'm biased, fam. You know. Come on, bro. I love Maka, but
I hear you.
Rice just offers that,
Yeah, he's a guy,
bro. And any midfield in the world, you want Declan Rice in it, like
any. I don't know about any. Bro.
Come on, bro.
I don't know about any.
What?
I don't know about any.
What midfield is not making it in?
I'll have to think of the list. I don't know if it's any though.
What are you talking about, bro?
Any? Is it any?
Bro.
Okay, so
for what he does carrying water
carrier.
Every team needs that, and he does it at an elite level, fam.
Okay. So I'll name a couple of teams. You tell me. PSG, will they have?
Yeah, over Rice? Fabian Ruiz.
Are you sure?
100%.
Based on what though?
Bro, Joao Neves, Vitinha, Declan Rice.
I don't know if it'll be Declan though. Because PSG plays differently. Luis Enrique is not going to rate a man like Declan, fam.
Nah, see, you're putting in too much factors.
Well, these are the factors.
We're just talking player for player.
Player for player. You can say PSG.
He's getting in over Fabian Ruiz, bro.
City?
Who's the midfield right now? They got Rodri. Oh, he's getting in City. You have O'Reilly.
He's been playing Cam.
Rodri, right? Nico Gonzalez. He's getting in City.
Okay. What about? I'm going to name the club. I'm just naming the club. Barcelona? I'm not putting him in that Barcelona. He's not over Frankie de Jong or Pedri. No chance.
No, but he'd be the third.
They don't play. They play two. It's 4-2-3-1 with an attacking midfielder.
Almo?
I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah. If that's the pivot, then that pivot's locked off. That pivot's locked off.
That's the pivot.
That pivot's locked off. Still, because Pedri and de Jong is mad.
That's mad.
Man.
I don't even rate Real Madrid.
Yeah, I like him over Camavinga, bro. Like
Camavinga's really injury prone though.
Camavinga would be a baller in the right system. I don't know what's going on at Madrid. That's probably why he would get in.
That's why he would get in.
Like, but if they had it figured out, I don't know if he gets in because I like what Camavinga brings, even Chouameni. But I don't know if either of them are better than Rice.
I think Rice is better than both of them. That's why I brought up Real Madrid. So yeah, very fair.
People are harsh on Declan Rice because
he's good though.
Because he carries water.
He's good though.
It's because he carries water. But like,
to me personally, I know the value of a hard-working man. You know,
you need that in the center
who's
of the park,
better,
bro.
Rice or Henderson? Henderson is better than him, though. Henderson was better than him. Don't make it seem like... And you know I don't rate Hendo too tough either.
I gotta salute Hendo still. From when I seen him do the outside the boot to Salah that year. What was that?
That was the one time all year he did it, eh?
One time it
worked. Okay, so... Okay, fair enough. I just have to...
I gotta get on you, though, because... I gotta get on you for something you said earlier in the show. You're all this Arne Slot business. We're talking about Liverpool.
Fam. We can.
What are you talking about, bro?
But here's what I said, though. I think I said it on the last EP. It did get cut off, though. I said there's one permutation where Arne Slot stays.
What?
That's if Liverpool win the Champions League. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, like, do I wholeheartedly believe that Liverpool is the number one option to win the Champions League? No, I don't. They're not number one. But I do think that just due to the fact that teams in Europe play differently from teams in the Premier League, I can see us making a run.
Yeah, but that tells me you somewhat believe in Slot still, bro.
I mean, if he makes a run, I can't say no, right? But I'm just saying, due to the fact that Europe, we play well against teams that are expressive.
You're more harsh on Slot than me. I'm harsh on Slot.
This is why I'm saying, right?
Everyone's tripping out. We're having a bad season, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad fan. I know you get on fans like me, bro.
No, fam. Bro, no, it's good to be objective.
Win the league, have a bad season. Maybe next year we win the league again.
That's why I'm being objective, though. Like, that's why I even said that. Like, it's crazy coming from me. You guys know that, or people who know me, they know all this season I've had a strong disdain for the manager because I know he's just been doing weird shit all year, fam. But
even me too, like. I certain points of the season, bro. This guy
he's been violent. He's been on one. But I can acknowledge the fact that Europe is different from the Premier League, fam.
That's a fact. All cup competitions,
they're all different, and we're good. We're good enough where if we face a good team and they go out and they play against us, we may be able to
bounce them on the counter or something,
and then we can. There's no set piece. We don't have to worry about set pieces too crazy, fam, because they're playing the short. They're gonna go short. They're not gonna just hoof the ball into the box, and we can't deal with that. So that's why I'm thinking we could possibly make a run.
Okay, I just had to get on you. I
know it sounds crazy, fam.
If you've been on Slot, fam, and I
still don't rate him. I still don't get it twisted. I still don't rate him.
Why you don't rate him, bro?
Because I think that he's made too many excuses for the poor performances this season. I think I'm not gonna say he's a bad coach. I think he's a good tactician in terms of being able to formulate a game plan for good teams, especially against good teams. He's a good tactician.
Every big game we play, we show up.
They play pretty well. But the problem is, he just keeps on contradicting himself too much for me. A lot of his lineup decisions have been poor. He refuses to play players who are in. Obviously, it's due to injuries as well, so that's a factor. But he refuses to play players that are in good form. He doesn't reward consistency of performance.
That's a fact.
He acknowledges the issues that we're facing, but he doesn't seem to know how to solve them. And that's a very, very big red flag for me because although we've been on a better run, the performances haven't been good. I don't remember the last really good performance.
Performances haven't been good all season. But is that down to squad planning though? How much do you put into the bad performances? Is it all tactics or squad or?
I would say most of it is. Here's what I'll say. For the ratio of poor performances, the breakdown, I would say it's 70% on him, 30% on the players.
Okay.
Because most of the players are in bad form. But if most of the players are in bad form, what does that say about the coach? You're not getting the best out of anybody.
Yo, man, it's not the Liverpool pod.
I know. We're gonna switch it up. Fam. But he asked me a direct question. I had to get at him for that, bro. You know? Okay, calm. Also, I don't think you were here earlier. So who is your World Cup prediction? I already said Portugal. You can't say Portugal, fam. Yeah, you're winner. Unless you believe Portugal, then I can hear you.
I believe Portugal can do it. But I think Spain might get it, bro. I think Spain might get it. They got if Pedri is healthy and Yamal is healthy, it's tough to see anyone really knocking them down. But then France is there too.
France has a team. I no one has said France, eh?
Yeah.
I think so. It's more so.
I'll say Spain, bro. I'll take Spain. I'll take Spain, bro.
Spain. Another thing I wanted to ask you. I know you're a Portugal guy. You know you're Portuguese football.
I was low key in the background on man's about the Duende Rosario. That's my Guyanese Portuguese bro. That's my Guyanese Portuguese.
I know you're a
bro.
Portuguese guy,
on,
fam. I know that's your football.
Yeah.
So I haven't ever gotten your take on this either, fam. So what do you? Because we've been debating about world class players. To bring it back to the focal point at the start of the episode. So what is your view on Bruno Fernandes?
You know what it is? He has world-class qualities, but I don't think he's a world-class player because a lot of times, bro, when it gets tough for Man U, he's hiding, bro. He is hiding, bro. Hiding. When that fire gets hot, bro, we've seen this, based on the amount of ass whoopings we've seen Man U get, bro, telling you, bro. You'll see Man U go down 1 goal, and because Bruno is not that, I'm not saying he's a bad leader, but because I don't know what kind of leader he is, you know what I'm trying to say? So because he's not leading by like getting everyone hype, I think that's the reason why sometimes they get more ass whoopings than they should. And that's why I wouldn't put him world class because like he has like ability wise, you could say he's world class, but I think world class comes with a lot more responsibility than Bruno takes, if that makes sense.
I hear you.
So what's your take? I missed it. I probably missed it.
I disagree, but I understand your premise.
So what are you saying?
He has to be. Just based on every metric we evaluate a world-class player by, he has to be. Like, what would make him not?
The only thing I said wasn't really ability-based. It's the leadership and the...
Yeah, and there's other players...
Same thing, basically.
Like, you know...
But ability-wise, bro, when the ball's at his feet, he can do anything these guys can do. So you can say he's world-class, bro.
Like, I'm going to read a couple of stats for you. So, he went to Man United, was it January 2020? So... From January 2020 until now, he's a leading chance creator in Europe. Not England. Not England alone. Europe. You know how many good midfielders there are in Europe?
That's a fact, but he also hasn't played in Europe in like 2 of those seasons.
No.
2-3 seasons, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
So like he's not even playing the highest level of football, really.
For sure. But most would say, the Premier League? And then...
Yeah, most would say the Premier League is probably the best. Yeah, I guess he is playing the highest level, but... I don't know, man. I take the Champions League into consideration because the man's even right now, the man's playing once a week.
Once a week. It's true. That's a very good point. No one actually really brought that up, so that is a fair argument.
And the nice massages.
He's ready every week for match day.
It's like that car you have in your garage you take out in the summer.
Yeah,
summer. He's not doing no mileage. There's mileage.
How you call the man's world class and they're not even in Europe?
He's playing there.
They're not even in.
So that by that logic, that means Van Dijk wasn't world class in 2020. What was it when he was playing Europa League? That means he wasn't world class. 2020.
No, that's Europe, bro.
Okay,
Bruno's not playing no Europe, boom.
So. The Europa League is not. Bro, that's not the highest standard, though.
Broski, not even Conference League, my G.
Yeah, is conferencing a serious competition, though?
Bro, that's dark, fam.
That's not. I mean, what do you want him to do? Man said Conference League.
No Conference League.
No fam.
No
what do you want him to do, fam?
No Champions League.
What do you want him to do about that, fam? Play for United was
us.
It
sucks to say, like, Man U's gonna get better when he leaves, bro.
For sure, because I just think that
it can't go any worse. You saying?
How worse can it be? I think the bad times of United it's just been for so long. But that's another reason why I kind of respect him though, because I feel as though he could have left a few times.
Yeah. I got a hot take though. Canada's making it out the group.
It's not even a hot take for me. They're making
that's
it
how
out.
you're feeling.
They're making it out, fam. I don't care if Italy qualifies. I don't care if Wales qualifies. We're making it out.
That's a fact.
Well, with Qatar, Switzerland. Switzerland's good though.
They play ball still.
Mbolo, I know that's your guy.
Yeah. They play ball. Even though I think Endo is over there from Forest.
Yeah.
A man like Xhaka!
You just gotta love Xhaka.
A man like Xhaka!
He's a baller still.
He is a baller. Xhaka or Rice, who's better?
Bro, the problem I have with Rice... bro. I love Rice, bro. But it's so hard to tell me he's better than mans that are like really kicking ball. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
I hear
but
you.
I love Rice though, and it's obviously Rice for me, bro. But Xhaka, bro. I don't know if Rice. I can't say that though. Yeah, I'm going Rice, bro, all day. But
For sure.
come on, bro.
I was just asking, you know.
But like, you know when Xhaka's playing those passes, those.
Like, the line splitter,
Bro,
line breaker.
come on, bro.
Line breaker.
If Declan had more of that to his game with his water carrying, he'll be.
I think Declan would be a really good center back.
You know, he made a mistake not coming to Liverpool, but I don't think we wanted him though.
It's not no mistake, fam. We're good. It's not no
No,
mistake.
but he probably would have went up a level. How many signings? I don't know. I don't want to make it about Liverpool, but I feel like he could have upped his game at Liverpool. He upped it at Arsenal though, come from West Ham, but. Did he
really?
That's what I'm saying.
Did he really, fam? Because at West Ham, he was a guy.
It was
Like, that's when he was all action. So all the responsibility was placed on him. It's him and Thomas Tuchel in midfield. So he was just zipping about the park, doing everything, and he actually led his team to a trophy.
I'm interested about Jamaica too though, because bro, Adidas, bro, they better not have set us up, bro. You see all that, the kits, the t-shirts.
T-shirts are tough, though.
All the drip.
You guys can't
If we
have
don't-
that
yo,
and not
we don't
qualify.
make
You gotta go back to Puma.
Yo.
You know, or maybe Hummel. You know Hummel?
Yo.
You gotta go to Hummel if you guys
If
don't
we don't
qualify,
make the World
fam.
Cup after all the new drip, I'm gonna be vexed, boom. I'm gonna be vexed.
Fam, it's gonna be tough, though.
Duh.
For sure.
Man, never gonna be wearing the kits just on road.
Just roads, fam. Can't even wear those.
Can't wear those to the bar. You're not
None
watching
of
no
that.
football with that kid on, fam.
With the jam towel on my
Oh man. Oh man.
And also, do you have Arsenal or City winning the Premier League? I feel as though you have Arsenal, but I'm just asking.
I feel like if Arsenal don't, like, they have to win it. But you're asking me who I think is gonna win it? I think City's gonna win it. Semenyo and Gahey, that's it, man. That's it. Arsenal don't even have a Semenyo in their attack. Never mind a Semenyo and Haaland and Turkey and whoever else they have, bro. City's attack. Like, if you're asking me who I trust to get over the line, it's City right now, still. Well, what's the reasoning behind Arsenal? Just because they've been better throughout the whole season, basically?
It's that, and like they're just the most organized team, fam. Like organized.
Yeah, but
and it works against them though because they're very risk averse.
Hear me out. I also have a reasoning. I said this on my TikTok. I said, like Liverpool last season, there's guys in the locker room that have been there and done it, bro.
Yeah, Arsenal don't have
and they
no
carry
guys
and they
who-
carry the young dogs. That's why O'Reilly's able to do what he's doing.
It's true.
They have guys that have been there, done it. So that's a big difference in the locker room,
true,
bro.
it's true, the locker
Because
room.
last year, look how many dips Liverpool had, but they were
true.
able to
We
stay
had
even
guys.
keel. You know,
We
not
had
too high,
guys.
not too low. I feel like Arsenal has a fan base, and as a club, they get too high when they're good, and then when they lose, it's like they're too low.
Yeah, there's no level.
There's no level-headed. You got to be level-headed to win the Premier League.
They're
So
not level-headed.
we'll see what's going on, bro. But I like City.
Who's a better coach, Arteta or Slot?
Slot.
Slot?
I think it's Slot. I'm basing this off last year, mind you. This season, Slot's been a horror show.
How are you basing it off of last year, fam?
Because, bro,
talking
bro,
about
I'm-
overall.
I'm probably the only Liverpool fan that's actually looking at our squad and saying, "What do we expect to do with this team, bro?" We came into the year with no backup left wing, no backup right wing,
Hindsight's 2020 though.
bro. Yeah, that's true because I was amped when the season started. We thought we were gonna do something, but then I don't know why we were all sleeping on the fact that our squad is
Not me.
dead.
Me, I already said, yo,
Squad is
once
dead.
we got a striker in, you get a backup striker, and then you get center back and
You let
defensive
Lucho,
mid.
you let Lucho go to Bayern.
Yo,
Bro, so
speaking of Lucho, here's one more question I have to ask you. Where do you rank Lucho for wingers in the world?
wingers or left wing?
It could be left wing or on the wing.
Let me just give you my top 5 wingers then.
Yes, please. That'd be good.
I like Vini Jr. I like what did we say his name? Quadriskelia.
Yeah, Kvicha.
Him.
Yeah.
I like Lucho. And my next 2 wingers probably Yamal.
Yeah.
And my last winger, I can't lie. You know who I like?
Ooh.
Elise.
Olise's up there. Olise's up there.
He's crafty, you know. He's not one of those guys that
Olise's
really depend
up
on
there.
pace and stuff. He's just with the ball to his feet.
He can
He's
do.
good.
He's
So,
right. He can make something.
I'll give you my
happen.
top 5, man. But yeah, I think Lucho's definitely a top 5 winger. Just like for me, I like growing up, wingers weren't really the gunmen, you know? So I can separate the end product from a good winger that will go byline and cross the ball or beat a player. Or just play football, you know?
Yeah, Salah, Mane, they changed the blueprint, for the wide forwards.
Everyone wants their wingers to score 15, 20
fam. They can't do that. Can't do that.
Like, bro, a good season for a winger is about 15 max, Salah.
All competitions, that's very good for a winger.
Exactly.
All comps.
Hey, yo, guys. I'm back again. Back on blood clot then.
Back again, man.
Oh, this podcast is gonna get my patois better. So when I touch roads, you know what I'm trying to say?
You'll be equipped.
I'm gonna be chatting.
I hear you, fam.
But yo, guys, honestly, thank you for sticking around for this episode. I mean, you can see we're getting more and more comfortable each show. Adding a man like Baha, it's just gonna be vibes. We're here for pure vibes.
That's off.
Pure vibes and this, some vibes and this.
Vibes, some rage bait occasionally, but you already know what it is.
All right, yo. So from After the Runs, it's your boy Don checking out.
It's your boy Kwabina checking out. Stay tuned.
All right, peace.